And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. One of the guys to watch tonight, Monte Ellis, such an explosive player at times, really dangerous when the fourth quarter rolls around, Shaq.
Yeah, Ellis, a.k.a. Baby AI, still has the speed to force defenders off of him. He's improved in the mid-range game also, but he can punish teams, especially if they disrespect him and give him space.
Well, the best thing that he can do is create for himself. That is a talent, to be able to get that many shots off at that clip, because consistently he can get off 4 or 5 shots in 5 possessions. That's impressive.
Is he going to be an all-star one of these days?
When his team wins and he has these numbers, he will be an all-star.
With the game about to start, we head to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Are ready to go. We're at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Detroit Pistons plan to take advantage of home court. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So Detroit will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Lavoy Allen. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's George in at the 3 slot.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
He dishes it to Mahinmi. Ellis kicks to George. That is good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger. You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
The throw good, Paul George. And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
And down it goes, jamming that one home. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? Man. That man can climb a ladder.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Tie game in Detroit. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do. And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Very few mistakes, partner, and they have to be pleased with the way they've executed.
The big men, Tolliver and Drummond. Jody Meeks out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position.
Shooting two.
That's the group for Detroit right now. He misses the free throw. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping. Yeah, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. But I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
And Jackson with the block. Baseline J on the way, and he hits the jumper for two. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Tie game in Detroit. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
They played aggressive, lockdown defense. That was the main difference in the first half. Because when you come out and establish that you're going to play physical, that sets the tone for the rest of the game. On top of that, I think they showed more energy, outworking and out-hustling.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Offense, here are the Pacers. On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Ian Mahinmi. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. And it's Allen in at the four.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
The drive by Ellis. Detroit with the rebound.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Drummond. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Screen by Ellis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Off the pick. Can't get it to go.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pistons lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. The fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Detroit with the ball. The lead is 2. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Marcus Morris is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Harris in at the small forward.
First personal foul, teams first.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He told his guys, listen, we've got to make the most of every opportunity right now. We can win this game, but it's all about making every single possession count. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Now here's Turner. And George, here we go. Some solid defense from Harris. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Unfair play. Shooting free throws.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. LaVoy Allen's checked in for Hill. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Detroit, down on the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mahinmi kicks to Lawson from past the arc, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Blake. And so the Pistons take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
He accounted for more than half of their points. An amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.